Folks, welcome to Sports Focus. I am your host, John McNeil. With me is Mr. Kevin Civils. You did pick the Cowboys last week, I believe.
No, I picked the Lions.
You picked the Lions?
I picked the Lions.
I think we might as well just keep that thing rocking and rolling and go against them and see what happens. How about that?
I only see 8 games, so.
We're going to see. We're going to get the NFL pick'em games later. But first, we got to talk about baseball. That's right. Baseball has come to an end.
Finally?
162 games.
That was a lot of games.
Yes. The Yankees are in the wild card. We're going to see how that turns out against Oakland. The best team in baseball is the Boston Red Sox with 108 victories. Houston also won. Yankees won 100 games, and Houston won like 104. It's kind of rare that, 3 teams won over 100
games, yeah.
The worst team in baseball happened to be the Baltimore Orioles.
Surprisingly.
Yeah.
I got to see one of their games while I was down there.
Oh, good. They was like 50 games, 60-something back.
Yeah, I was down there when they played the Mets.
Did they win?
I can't remember. I was just enjoying myself in Camden Yards.
Beautiful place, huh?
Very beautiful place. It's a converted factory.
Ooh.
The front drop of it and everything else is a converted factory, and they have restaurants and stuff inside now, fan shop, everything else, and they built this great big old hall that you walk through and go to the other side straight to M&T Bank Stadium.
So you trying to say Baltimore is the place to be, to go down and have a good time?
This time of year, if they were in the playoffs or while the regular season in baseball is going on and the preseason in football is going on, it's a great place to be because the stadiums are right there, and you get to go past Camden Yards as you go over to M&T Bank Stadium. So it's pretty cool.
They came up real short this year, but we'll see what happens in these playoffs. We got hopefully the Yankees can do something. I'm just glad they made it.
Yeah.
But Boston looks very strong, so we'll see how that turns out. Also, we're starting up. The NBA season starts in a couple of weeks.
Yes.
You got to enjoy this time of year because you have the NFL, you got the baseball, and you got the NBA.
And
hockey is coming around. So we're going to have 4 sports
going on
at the same time. Woo, you got to love it. But the NBA is starting off a lot of hype because of course, LeBron James. I still don't like him in that uniform. The color, I don't know. Maybe because when we saw him in Miami, he was in a darker, and then he wear the black.
Right.
But now I don't know.
Well, I don't know. The Lakers, I think, is the only team that actually have a colored jersey for a home jersey all the time. Most teams always wore white. They always wore gold.
Yeah.
Or yellow.
Yeah.
Or amber, as they like to call it.
Is amber?
Yeah, some people say amber.
I never knew that.
Yeah.
So you learn something new every day on this program. How you think the Lakers, because LeBron is downplaying the expectations?
I think he would downplay him because it's still a relatively young team. But a lot of people said that even before team workouts, they were working together to polish up their games and everything. So it's going to be interesting to see how it all goes.
I'll tell you a real funny story. I said to my son, I said, oh, LeBron's in L.A., so is the Lakers going to the finals? He's like, yep. I said, they out west, right? Oh, because you forgot about Golden State.
Golden State, Houston when they feel like it.
And
there's some teams that'll give them a run. And even though that homeboy left the Spurs, you can't give up on Pop because Pop knows how to turn that stuff around.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting season. My Sixers, they still in there. They start the season against the Celtics.
That's going to be fun.
That's going to be a good game.
That's going to be fun.
Because that's a lot of, Boston is saying, we the team now that LeBron is gone out of the East.
The East is up for grabs now.
Philadelphia is like, hey, we didn't get the good free agents, whatever, but they still have, those drafted players and some free agents coming in. Yep. So we'll see. I think
he went to L.A. because everybody kept saying, you playing in that easy East. Come west and let's see what you can do.
I feel like LeBron, this is like a movie. I feel like if he could take the Lakers to the finals, not this year, but within his 4 years, and win a championship.
Yeah. I still won't put him as the GOAT, but I would say it's pretty impressive.
Very impressive, but
Very impressive.
in my book,
I'll put him up there between about 2 or 3, maybe 4.
with the greats.
Yes.
But what he did when going back to Cleveland the second time, for me, that's enough. I mean, Cleveland ain't won none since '64 in all the sports, and he wanted to go back to Cleveland and win a championship, and he did that.
I think he did that because they had a nice young nucleus there, so
They had Kyrie.
Yeah.
And you add a Kyrie and a LeBron.
Right.
I don't know who the Kyrie or whoever going to be on this team, but this is another chapter for LeBron or Ingram.
Ingram he's long,
Very long,
and when he's on, he's on.
It's going to be a fascinating story, regardless how it turns out.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, LeBron went to 8 straight finals. He's done it now. If they beat Golden State, what does that do to his legacy?
Remember when,
especially in the first year.
I remember when Golden State was on that terrible tear when they was beating all those teams. It was the LeBron-less Lakers that handed them one of those losses, and pretty handedly on one of those nights too. So I think they're going to be fine. I don't see them finals bound first time around because of the chemistry they got to build. But after, like you said, year 2 and so on, I can see them being a force.
Because then you figure they got the Kawhi Leonard. Is he going to stay in Toronto? Is he going to come out? Is he going to go to the Clippers? Is he going to go to the Lakers?
Yeah,
you
it's
don't
going
know.
to be interesting.
Very interesting. Let's move on. NFL Week 5. This has been a crazy.
That dude
Mahomes. And it's like the scoring has, been off the charts.
Saints.
The Saints, they brought it down against the Giants, I'm very impressed with Pat Mahomes, the quarterback for Kansas City.
Yes.
I think he's going to be
He makes Dax and Carson's rookie years look like they was in the high school league.
Yeah.
But this kid is killing it, and he's not shying away.
He has the arm talent like Aaron Rodgers, which is scary because he's quicker and faster than Aaron Rodgers, and he could throw just as further than Aaron Rodgers. So, Kansas City. Now, will Andy Reid mess this up? Because you know how Andy Reid get down. The C-teaser that he is.
That playoff time come around. Playoff time come around. We're going to find out if Andy's going to screw this up.
C-teaser makes me sick, Andy Reid. Always getting everybody, ooh, this the team. Oh, we going to do this and we going to do that. C-teaser.
But the worst thing is, that kid has the weapons to just tear it up the whole season.
But he had the weapons. Remember they went to New England and scored all those points.
Yeah, to get to the playoffs and something happens.
And then you get at home to Pittsburgh and you score 2 field goals. You got to question them teams that can put up all those points, but they can't stop nobody.
Well, it's just like that movie, Any Given Sunday.
Yeah, any given Sunday. And Pittsburgh went to Kansas City. Yep, any given Saturday night or whatever that game was, and they put it to them. Whatever. Just a note, I know we talked about the linebacker for the Seattle Seahawks, Michael Kendricks. Now the NFL has suspended him indefinitely until his trial comes up in the sentencing or whatever. So it's like they thought about it. Seattle signed him.
I guess they thought that, you know how most people do. Well, everybody's going to sign him, so we'll just leave it alone. All of a sudden, his name come across their desk like, no.
It's like Seattle's like, oh, we didn't know what was the legal ramifications of insider trading, which is a felony, but you can still play for us.
Right. And ironically, his sentencing is after the season ends.
After the season.
The NFL say,
one hand washes the other.
Yeah, that's when the NFL say, no.
Yep, they canceled that. All right, let's get to some games right quick. We got the piece of crap Miami Dolphins, who went to New England. They had a chance to beat the Patriots, and they lose 38-7?
But my thing is, they never beat New England in New England. They always wait until towards the end of the year and slap the hell out of them.
But this is their chance to like do something, and they couldn't do it.
I think I'm going to give this to the Bengals. Bengals at home, right?
Bengals at home. I'm taking
the
the Bengals all the way. Miami, you suck.
Basically.
You realize Brady has only lost 3 consecutive games only once in his career.
I can believe it. He had the mastermind on the sideline.
And Belichick, this is what freaked me out the most. Bill Belichick, as you call him, Belichick. But Belichick is 54-1 when he has a 100-yard rusher.
Wow.
That is the sickest stat I've ever seen.
You did 54-1.
54-1 when he has a 100-yard rusher.
Wow. That's amazing. That is amazing. I have to give him that. That's amazing.
I don't know how you cheat that, but I don't know.
Wow.
But let's move on. Miami sucks. Let's move it on. Broncos and the Jets.
Broncos.
I'm taking the Broncos.
They have to rebound.
We'll see. They're another C-teaser team. I don't like, but I think the Broncos going to do it. The New York Football Giants against the Carolina Panthers in Carolina. This is a very interesting that I picked this picture because you hope that the Giants can be running for his life because the Giants is chasing him, or he's running for 100-something yards and he's getting touchdown.
The way he's falling, he's going for the touchdown.
So Carolina all the way in a route probably. Poor Giants fans.
That Barkley kid though, wow.
He's nice, but he doesn't have the infrastructure, I would say. The Packers of Green Bay at the Detroit Lions.
I'm going to give it to the Packers.
Yeah? Green Bay?
Give it to the Packers.
I'm going to take Detroit in the upset.
I'm going to take Green Bay.
Yeah, I think Detroit can pull it out.
I think Green Bay finally got their training wheels off.
Yeah?
In that last game.
I'm going to take Detroit in the upset. Golden Tate, Matt Stafford.
Gotcha.
Now, this is going to be an amazing high-scoring game because both of these teams suck. The defenses are horrific. Oh, I wish the Cowboys was playing the Steelers this year. Wow.
I'm going to give it to the Hawks. I think their offense is a little more potent than the Steelers'
Yeah,
offense.
you think they're going to do it too, huh?
I think they are.
You know what? I think Pittsburgh going to rise up.
You think so?
They're going to rise up, and they're going to outscore the Atlanta Falcons 55-47.
55. Good jeez.
47. What was Atlanta? What was Atlanta?
Oh, my goodness.
Atlanta last week against Cincinnati. 37-36.
Wow.
So Pittsburgh can put the ball up.
But their running game isn't as squared, so.
Antonio Brown going to have at least 175 yards.
I can believe that.
Ben going to have 17,000 yards passing. Matt Ryan is probably going to have 18,000 yards passing. Hey, the Dallas Cowboys. This is the battle for Texas now. Dallas Cowboys at the Houston Texans Sunday night.
I'm excited for this game for one reason.
Yeah.
The Clowney Watt show.
Clowney Watt.
See what this offensive line is made of.
Yep.
They have to deal with those two.
Yep.
And let's see where Dak is at.
Number 4 against number 4. Black quarterback against another black quarterback.
But
the
difference,
Mama calling me.
The difference is. Okay, Mama. The difference is Zeke though. I think the Cowboys edging with Zeke.
You taking Dallas?
I'm taking Dallas. I think the Cowboys.
Dallas has been very inconsistent. They've been up and down. On the road, they lose. At home, they win. They're on the road. I'm taking Houston.
Okay.
The Monday nighter, Washington at the. Ooh, okay. I'm taking the Saints too. Drew Brees needs 201 yards to become the all-time NFL's leading passer. I'm taking Drew Brees, and plus I'm playing him this weekend. In the big game on Sunday, Minnesota and Philadelphia.
Rematch! I'm going to give it to the Vikes.
I'm taking the Eagles all the way because Minnesota sucks too. And folks, that's all the time we have for you. Thank you, Mr. Civils, and thank you.
Go, Mama!